Hi everyone, this is Galivo. Welcome to my channel. And in this video, I will do the dead green layer, and I will use just different vinyl green to refine the details. I will use 3 different kind of green as neutral grease, net grease, and graphite green. And then there's the titanium white and Mars black. This will be a very long face, and I will just any round structures. So let's do it. As you can see, the end layer just ruins the outlines, especially in the eyes and the mouth shapes. For me, the eyes is a little too big, and the mouth is not delicate enough. So I firstly want to focus on these 2 parts. Meanwhile, why I showed this dead gray layer? Because the end layer is too saturated, and to lower down the purity to make this painting more realistic. And this will be a long video. It's maybe more than maybe more than half hour. So I just adding my explanations to make this videos not too boring. So it's another day, but it's raining. Recently, the weather in Shanghai just change every day. Honestly, I just dislike paint and nights, but I have no choice. I have to continue to work with dead green layer. But today I won't work for a long time, maybe just a few hours. So let's jump to it. Okay, got to see that the main face is seems already. I think it's the shapes of the mouth and the eyes and the nose quite delicate. But this face I didn't realize that I used too dark black to paint the beard. And the hair in the later glaze faces it give me a lot of trouble to lighten them. And as you can see, I'm gonna painting the background, and I use two hands. One hand is painting the pigment, and another is a thin gel pen to create some texture. It's just scratch out the paint from the panel. But to be honest, I don't very satisfied with the final effect. So it's another day and it's Sunday, fortunately, and I gonna fix some mistakes like the shadow on the top of the head, and this area of head is too much well cut off something, and this is still in the dead green layer. So I just gonna do it. And today is for the hair. To be honest, I'm really not good at painting hair. I'm not very good at holding the pen to draw very thin line. I think it's the materials the trouble. If you paint acrylic before, you know that when you dilute the paint very thin, the pigment will be very weak, so you can't draw a robust line. So, and also the brushes is not easy to use. No matter you use the natural animal hair or the synthetic hair, it's just very hard. It can't compare the oil brushes, and the oil pigment, oil paint is very easy to use. But now I don't have a studio, so I just live in my apartment, so I have to use acrylic on the site. It's hard to control, but at least it's very safe and without the sting smell. Oh, I think the time is about at the sunset, so you going to see the night from my right side, the sunset. So it's just a more dramatic time lapse through this video, and you can see the in the later again. Sorry for the light source change. It's light, so I open my lamp. I usually paint at the nature light, but I rarely paint at the artificial light because it hurt my eyes very badly. And this light just makes the paint on the camera more chunky. But they won't last long. Okay, welcome back to the nature night. And today I'm gonna start to deal with the background, the texture. I decided to paint the background not too flat, but full of a lot of little textures, so it will make this person is more like setting in a realistic space instead of just a single person. Still deal with some hair. Oh, I really hate the hair. I hate the fine line. It's my weak point. Hi everyone, it's Galivo, and welcome to my channel. In this phase, it's a dead green layer just going to be ended. So very lucky. Today I just make some adjustments of the position and the expression. You can see I just change it for another ceramic palette, and today I just use small round brushes for the detail. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. So let's do it. So you may find that I paint this portrait without any plan. I just paint the face and then I go back to the background. So this is just my work. I work without any set plan. And I think it's also the artwork why so charming. So it's just don't have any rule. It's very free. And I also set for the acrylic. This material is dry so fast, so you can just paint very freedom and without any painting. You don't have to paint in one areas and then move to the next areas. It dries so fast, it will dry at the surface after about 30 seconds. So it's very quickly. You don't need to worry your hands will scratch mess the surface, match the areas you just paint on. Okay guys, the dead green layer has been ended, so I will show you the final result. The next step is the glaze. So I sanded the whole surface to prepare for the glaze. As you can see, the surface has become more matte. And I use sandpaper to scratch the hair areas, and so that the scratch can simulate the hair strands. and I will show from the side light. The surface is full of small teeth, so it can bite up the later pigment. By the way, the glaze method is my favorite, so if you want to see the later progress, don't forget to follow this channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.